This video is meant for all the NLSAT aspirants who are appearing for this examination in 2023. NLSAT is basically the examination for the 3-year LLB program that is conducted by NLS Bangalore. This program has been introduced in the year 2022 only. The examination for 2022 is over. The results are awaited. This one is meant for 2023 to help you understand what this examination is all about, what is the pattern, what is the syllabus, eligibility, seats, everything we are going to discuss in this video. Hi guys, I'm Ayushi, your mentor for law entrance exams, and welcome to Law Digest. Speaking of the eligibility criteria, जो NLSAT की examination है, उसमें हमको क्या चीजें चाहिए? Now, for a person to appear for the NLSAT examination, basically this is a 3-year LLB program, so you need to be a graduate. Now you can either be a graduate or maybe appearing in your final graduation semester examinations. Both these people are eligible. What are the marks that are required? You need an aggregate. So this is the aggregate of all the years, aggregate of 45% for a general category student, and if you are from SC/ST category, then you need an aggregate of about 40%. Here they've clearly specified final year students appearing for their bachelor degree, they are also eligible for this examination. Then moving forward, admission process. What is the admission process? There are about 60 seats that are there. Now in these 60 seats reservation भी है. Reservation को अगर हम हटा के देखें, if we calculate as per the seats that are reserved, there are seats reserved for Karnataka students, SC/ST, OBC, so there are different categories. You can check on the website, the official website of NLS, you will get to see what the criteria is there. So for the general category, the seats are very less in number. It is a very competitive examination. However, at the same time, it is a very good sort of an examination and a very good college if you get through. So it is imperative that you should appear for this examination. So this is an all India examination. How is it is conducted? It is of 140 marks total written test that is there. Now out of which 75 marks are your MCQ questions, your objective MCQ questions, and 65 marks will be allotted to your subjective questions. Further, there is an interview of 10 marks. Moving forward to understand the pattern more. Here you need to attempt both the parts. So part A, part B, both you have to attempt. You will be given 150 minutes for this examination. Now for part A, part B, you have both 150 minutes. Part A में आपको 75 marks का paper है, out of which 0.25 will be deducted for negative marking. Also there is a negative marking for unattempted questions. So it is better that you attempt all the questions in this examination. Then here a merit list will be prepared. So the candidates who have appeared for part B, 1/5 of those will qualify for part B. So after you have to give both the parts. Now it may happen that you may or may not. Now it depends whether you qualify for part B or not. So you will be evaluated for your part A. Then further in part B you will again be allotted 65 marks, and from therein a merit list again will be prepared for the interviews. Now out of the people who've given 1/4 will again be selected who will be going forward. Now speaking of the syllabus, so this is your part A, part B. I hope the pattern is clear. Syllabus की अगर हम बात करते हैं, syllabus में आपका part A में what kind of questions will be asked? There will be English comprehension, that will be of 25 marks, current affairs, that will be of 25 marks, and critical reasoning, which includes logical reasoning and legal aptitude. Now how will these questions be given? They will be given to you in a passage based form. There will be a single passage, and these questions from these areas will be asked per passage. So there will be about 8 to 10 questions per passage that will be asked out of you, and you have to attempt those passages. You can have a look at the sample paper. It is given on the website of NLS in the sample questions section. You can check the sample paper. You can check the previous year paper also. I've discussed the previous year paper on my YouTube channel. You can go and check that paper. Now speaking of preparation, English comprehension, This is sort of easy. English is not that tough because they ask you basic grammar, and they'll ask you questions like what can you infer from the passage, or they'll ask you synonym antonym of a word, or they'll pick up a word and they'll ask you what is the meaning of this word. So things like these will be asked. Then for current affairs, the passage will obviously be related to something. There are a variety of passages that are asked. They're mostly related to current affairs, legal current affairs, or an abstract that is picked up from any scholarly article or a book. So current affairs you have to be updated with. How will you do these areas? Current affairs, we are already providing you. We have our NLSAT module wherein we are providing you with all these things. Current affairs, if you want separately also, we are giving a bundle wherein we are covering current affairs per month, followed by 150 MCQs that are available for practice. One-liner MCQs are there. Not obviously passage based, they are one-liner MCQs. In the NLSAT bundle, you will find passage based questions. English comprehension, maybe you will find things like these, or you can use the internet. For current affairs, you can use GK Today. I would not say that make notes out of the newspaper. It is a hectic job. Go for compilations, go for ready-made compilations. You can find them on the internet as well. If you are not opting for the module, use them. For English also, you can practice as much as possible from the internet. NLSAT questions as such are not available anywhere. There is no book as on date that is available for NLSAT. So you will have to make some efforts to prepare for this examination. क्रिटिकल रीजनिंग की अगर बात करें, क्रिटिकल रीजनिंग में हमारा लॉजिकल लीगल एप्टीट्यूड है. व्हाट काइंड ऑफ क्वेश्चंस आर आस्क्ड लॉजिकल रीजनिंग में? दे आस्क यू स्टेटमेंट इन्फ्रेंसेस क्वेश्चंस, व्हाट कैन यू इन्फर फ्रॉम दिस पर्टिकुलर स्टेटमेंट द ऑथर हैज मेड, और व्हाट कैन वीकन द आर्ग्यूमेंट ऑफ द ऑथर, व्हाट कैन स्ट्रेंथन द आर्ग्यूमेंट. Things like these will be asked. For legal aptitude, they'll give you situation based on the facts of the passage, and they'll ask you what is your conclusion, what can you conclude. They'll give you certain principles that this is the key norm, this is these principles are followed. You have to apply those to the facts and come to a conclusion. We are making you practice these kinds of questions in the NLSAT module, so you can check that. Or to understand legal attitude questions, you can also check my legal reasoning videos, which is available for free on YouTube, and you can understand that what kind of legal reasoning questions are asked. This is about also for preparation for this particular area. You can resort to GMAT books as well. You can take help of those books to understand how to solve these questions. For NLSAT, there is no book as on date that is available that can help you practice. Then for part B, legal aptitude reasoning questions will be for 50 marks, wherein they'll give you a problem and you have to identify the solution. So they'll basically give you certain facts, and in those facts only they'll give you some law, and you have to come to a conclusion. They'll ask you whom are you supporting, what arguments can you give in the favor of this party or this party. So in that case, they've clearly here specified that prior knowledge of law is not required. So you're not required to study law, although in the module we are giving you a very basic PDF of some basic laws that you must know, that can help you read things better or understand things better. However, you don't have to use the concepts from there. Now this section will have 10 questions of 5 marks each. So ये questions आप practice करेंगे. Part B पे, if you want to understand more how to write the answers for these questions, I have videos on YouTube. They're available for free. Because I'm saying this because there is no material available for NLSAT to help you understand this. You can take help from my YouTube videos. If you are enrolling for the course, it is available on my website www.lawdigest.in, where we are giving you wholesome preparation, and we are giving you material for preparing for the same. So you can check that on our website, or you can resort to many things on the internet and find the material for yourself to practice. Then current affairs, the current affairs part will be for 15 marks. Now here what they are going to ask, they are going to ask you an essay. They are going to ask you to write down an essay. This paper is in pen paper mode, so it is not an online examination. It will happen in the pen paper mode. Essay limit, you will have to stick to the limit. 500 words is the limit that you can follow, and these essays will be from current affairs as well as static current affairs topics. Static topics can be, you know, things like poverty, inflation, things like these. On these things, they're going to ask you questions, and they'll test you on your ability to make cogent arguments, a well structured essay. Knowledge of the law, again here they've clearly specified, is not expected. So things like these you'll have to do for essays. You can probably, you know, go through editorials. You need to gather some current affair knowledge that you will require to display in the essays. So start reading newspapers as of now if you want to prepare for this examination. Start reading the newspapers thoroughly, and you know, you should know everything. You should know a substantial chunk of information on a particular important current affairs topic so that you can write your essay better. Now coming on to interview, the final stage is your interview round. In the interview, whoever has basically on the ranks that you have secured in part B, they will call you for the interview, which is the final stage. It will be of 10 marks. They are going to check your basic articulation skills. आप कितना अच्छा बोल सकते हैं, कितने अच्छे से अपने को articulate कर सकते हैं, अपने को express कर सकते हैं. Your original thinking, your ability to reason things out, and also passion for law and public service. These things are going to be checked. And the panel will consist of academics and eminent jurists. So the people sitting there will be very well qualified. So you also have to prepare yourself well for the interview. Then final rank will be prepared by consolidating the marks of part B and interview. So part A will not be checked on merit. So you have to try that you just clear the cutoff for part A. For part B and interview, you need to work harder. And reservation policy is applicable at each stage, as is this they've qualified. So this is all that's there for this examination. I hope you're clear with what the examination is all about, what are the things that you're required to do. I've also told you the sources, that how can you prepare, from where can you prepare. Just in case you're left with any doubts and queries, you can drop down the same in the comment box below. Visit NLS website once to understand things by yourself also. And also keep following us here, because we keep posting a lot of videos, not just NLSAT, other law entrances as well, or anything that relates to legal issues, legal current affairs, legal career. Everything gets posted here. So subscribe to this channel if you're a new visitor, and also follow us on Instagram, where we keep posting a lot of interesting legal content on daily basis.